Hi, I'm Izzy, and this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. Welcome to episode 76 of hashtag Friday Sews. I'm back. Have you missed me? I know I missed all of you. I'm feeling a little bit out of practice with my Friday Sews videos. I know that you had content the whole time I was out because I pre-recorded a couple of videos, but it has been almost 3 weeks since I've done one of these, and I'm feeling a little rusty. Anywho, a big, huge thank you once again to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, who is the creator of this amazing hashtag. And don't forget that if you want to discover new or existing YouTubers you haven't yet discovered, you can use the hashtag on YouTube to search for all of these videos every Friday, and from time to time, Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, get out there and find new YouTubers to watch after you watch this though. All right, so what have I been doing this week? So this is my first week back at work, my first week back in the sewing room after vacation, and the jet lag really hit me hard for a couple of days. So it was difficult for me to get down here instead of just going to bed, to be honest. Also, the work days they were long and a little bit crazy because I hadn't been at work for a couple of weeks. But I did get two things done. So the first thing I actually got done before I left. So I made myself a pair of slow pants in the red French terry I'd use to make my Harper cardigan. Now, unfortunately, and I don't know why, I don't have any pictures of me wearing those pants. And it's crazy because I wore them a ton during my trip. So you'll have to take my word for it. I made myself some slow pants in red to go with my Harper cardigan. And I'm so glad I did because apparently red is a very hot trend for the fall. So now I have a red cardigan, a red pair of athleisure pants, and I think I'm going to have to make myself at some point this fall like a red dressier blouse or top for work. Yeah, I'm really loving red right now. The second thing I made is I made the Think Pink box number 19 project. So the box came in the day before I left for my trip, and the day I got back, or the day after I got back, I cut into the fabric and sewed up a top. So I made a Bella Vista top by Itch to Stitch, and I absolutely love my new top. That fabric is amazing. I did put out a video on that earlier this week. I'm going to link to it down below if you want to go have a look. And that is basically all I've finished. I do have a few things in progress. So I've been working on Project Dress-A-Girl dresses. They're back here. My video on the vlogger tour is scheduled to come out on Tuesday next week. So I really have to get those dresses done, record my video, and get it up on the channel in time for Tuesday. But so far, I'm really, really loving the dresses. I think they're going to be super, super cute. Another thing I wanted to get done before the end of September is to make a muslin or toile of my Upland trousers. So I have my muslin fabric cut. When did I get that done? I think I got that done one night this week. And the plan is to sew it up early next week, make any adjustments I need to the pattern so that in early October, I can sew up my final version of the Uplands. Now, I was super excited about those because I think those are going to be dressier, work appropriate type pants from when I'm required to be in the office. But meanwhile, I don't know if you guys have seen this, Love Notions came out with a cargo pant pattern this week, and oh boy, I'm in love. I am in love. Again, cargo pants are really, really trending at the moment. They are everywhere. And I love cargo pants. I love the straight legs. I like the side pockets. So for me, any detail away from my midsection is a good thing. So the fact that you have a detail on the leg draws the eye down and away from the midsection and all of that good stuff. So I bought the pattern and I really want to make them at some point this fall as well. I just have to figure out what fabric I can use from my stash to make those, because I really don't want to buy, well, I could buy more fabric, who knows, but those are definitely going on my to make list. And if you like the look of a cargo pant, definitely go have a look at that pattern and look at all the tester versions. Yeah, it looks like it's a really, really good one. Now, before I get into the life portion of this video, the question of the week this week from Jen is a really good one. So, have you ever mixed woven and knit fabric in one garment? Now, I haven't yet, but a few years ago, I had a ready-to-wear top that I wore to work. It was a woven, very nice woven type of like a rayon or challis type fabric on the front, gorgeous print and colors, and the back was knit, which made it incredibly comfortable. And in the back of my mind, I've always wanted to replicate that top or make a top similar to that. Like most of the times when I go to work, I either have a cardigan or a jacket on because of the air conditioning, or, you know, it's always cold in the office. So yeah, knit for me is a little more casual, but if the knit portion is in the back and you're covering that with a jacket or cardigan, like how cool is that? So I want to see if I can find a pattern. I'm guessing any woven pattern would work, right? If you have any thoughts on this or any suggestions, please let me know in the description, because if I can make a top like that, I think it would be wonderful. All right, now life. So my trip. I'm not gonna bore you with, go on and on and on. I just, suffice it to say, I had an amazing 2 weeks. I was very, very lucky because I had 2 weeks of warm weather, sunshine. I saw rain for maybe 2 hours during the second week. Other than that, it was just a fabulous, fabulous couple of weeks in the UK. I fell in love with Scotland and with England. The people, the places, I'm a huge history fan. I get very emotional going into old buildings, just thinking about what the lives of the people who've been in that building before me was like, and what they went through and what they did. And so I spent 2 weeks basically just touching walls and imagining who else had touched those walls and lived within those walls. It was just so, so good. I did not buy any fabric while I was there. And there are a couple of reasons. I did see or go into a couple of small, very small fabric shops in York in the north of England, but they really didn't have anything that I told myself I needed to buy. As you all know, I was traveling with a carry-on bag only. I had very little room in my bag to bring fabrics back. And I had decided along the way that I really didn't want to buy another bag and then have to check in a bag at the end of the trip coming home. So anywho, I did not buy any fabric. I also didn't want to drag my daughter to a million fabric stores during our vacation. So Yeah. However, during week 2 of my trip on the Wednesday, I managed to meet up with 2 YouTubers, one of whom I'd met in Florida in the spring, one of whom I'd never met in person. And oh my goodness, was that good. So I met up with Carol from So Carol and Adam from Adam Sews. And we had the most amazing afternoon together. So we had lunch, talked about all kinds of things. And then Adam took us to his favorite sewing shop, or where he gets his sewing machines. And we got some bobbins for my Juki, which are impossible to find in Canada. So yeah, I'm so happy. And yeah, so I've gotten those for now. Those 5 are all the store had. But if I need more, Adam very kindly offered to get some for me and ship them to Canada. So yes, they are both amazing. They're just as great in person as they are in their YouTube videos. They're just so sweet. And they had gifts. So Carol made me one of her tissue holder for the car. Like, how nice is that? And she even put the tissues in. So I was super pleased, and I'm so glad she remembered that I was traveling with a carry-on. So small gift was very easy to pack away. And every time I look at this, I'm going to think of her. I'm so happy. And Adam made me one of his stunning project bags. So I'm making a quilt. I'm going to start working on a quilt by Tula Pink, actually, in this very fabric. And I'm going to be able to keep my blocks in this. It's really big. It's probably like 14 inches square. And it's got the glitter vinyl. And look at this fabric on the back. Oh, it is just stunning. And Adam wasn't sure how to wrap this. And oh, also he made a bag for my daughter. So she walked away from the afternoon with an amazing sew together bag that Adam sewed for her. I don't have a picture and I don't have it with me, but oh my goodness, it was stunning. So instead of just wrapping those or sticking them in a bag, he actually made a gift bag, like a huge gift bag. This is going to be amazing to have in the sewing room. If I want to bring things to the island, for example, I can just stick everything in here and take the bag with me to the island. So Carol, Adam, it was just so great to see you in person and get to chat. And I really hope we get to do it again very soon. All right, so I'm going to add a few pictures at the end of this video just to give you a little taste of my trip and the time I spent in the UK with my daughter. I have to say, I feel so fortunate and so privileged that I was able to take this trip with my girl. It was a trip I'll probably remember forever. It was just so good. So good. So yeah, I'll add some pictures at the end just to give you a little taste of how it went. All right, so I think that'll do it for me this week. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please give the video a like on your way out if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.